We interrupt your less important internet time for the only naval news source with that special kind of sarcasm. You can get back to those twerpers and those book faces later, because right now, you are watching Anchored. In today's episode, we have MC3 Hillier's social experiment, MC3 Rainey at a comrail, and we take a look at country singer OSSN Preston Daly. But before we get to that, let's get to my favorite kind of news. Hard-hitting news. Lincoln sent out a volunteer team for a Wounded Warrior Navy Week trial. The event included running, swimming, biking, discus. There were some more. Let me check my notes. Shot put, and other sporting events similar to that of ancient Rome. Minus the brutality. Aviation Boats' mate first class Glenn Walter received the Lincoln Liberty Award for exceptional performance and leadership. Congrats to him. There's one more congratulations we definitely can't leave out, and that's to all 13 of Lincoln's new senior chief petty officers. You know what that needs, supply department? We're gonna need more coffee. And now it's time for our new segment called Sitting on a Bench with Hillier.
There's a man sitting on a bench.
This is the part of the show where we get to ask MC3 certain news-related questions and get his expertise in the matter. MC3, how's the U.S. doing in the World Cup?
The USA's doing great.
How's the Command Climate doing lately?
Command Climate's great.
How's our show's ratings doing?
There's a man sitting.
The ratings aren't so great.
I don't know why we ask you anything. We'll come back to you later for your story. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
What? Okay.
Nate, did you just throw that piece of litter in the trash can?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that just makes me so happy and so proud. I could just...
This is a weird commercial.
I could just...
Yeah, I don't... What's the purpose of this?
When you take care of your environment, the sky is the limit.
Our first story is about a group of sailors taking it into their own hands to make the world a better place. Here's MC3 Rainey at a command comrail.
Thanks, Bucket. I'm here in Williamsburg at the Habitat for Humanity project, where Lincoln sailors have decided to learn how to build houses.
Habitat for Humanity is a wildlife preserve for humans. I'm being told that is not correct. They are a non-profit organization that builds homes and sells them to families based on their level of need. Airman DeShiel tells us the importance of sailors helping out in the community.
I think it's really important to get out there and start, building a better community with us, building a better rapport with our community, doing a lot of community service. It's great that we do the command comrails twice a year, but doing these small ones really help build our reputation as Abraham Lincoln sailors.
While not the most experienced with carpentry, the sailors put forth a great effort. We learned much about building the foundation of a house. Much like the foundation of life, it is laid by the inexperienced and is sketchy at best. But our sailors worked hard and helped the building process a great deal. I spoke with IT1 Clyer, and he gave me perspective on why this project is so important.
I thought this particular project was important compared to a lot of the other comrails that we do, just because of the product that's being produced. Producing houses, that's pretty significant.
That's all for me. Back to you, Bucket.
Thanks, Rainey. I wish I got to see you get a little bit dirtier with that one. Up next, we have MC3 Hillier with a very different kind of social experiment. He took several different... I'll just let him tell you. Here's MC3 Sean Robert Hillier.
This month, I would like to introduce you to the first chapter in a three-part series on the multiplicity of our sailors' worldviews. We grouped random sailors from all over the chain of command and had them discuss a loaded topic. The following is unscripted and unstaged.
Lieutenant J.G. Estrella, LDO, 15 years Navy experience, former air traffic control, still do that.
You?
Hello, sir. I'm Airman Dunbar. I'm in E3 right now, B2 department.
I can't speak for everybody. There's no blanket. What makes me happy is teaching people stuff. You know what I mean? Educating people on something. Whenever you learn something in the Navy, you should always teach somebody else. There's too many people in this organization that like to get the knowledge and just hold on to it and kind of hold people hostage with that knowledge.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but what makes me happy would be just like setting my goals and pretty much trying to maintain and reach them, pretty much.
Tony Beaster, training officer.
LS2 Johnson, post office.
All right. What is the purpose of life?
I guess the purpose of life is to find what you're good at, find what you love to do, make yourself happy, because if you try to make everybody else happy, it's hard to make yourself happy.
You know what? I cannot agree anymore. If you're not happy, you're no good to anybody else. Exactly. And you know what? Find something that you love to do. What do they always say that the boy in high school? If you take that test and what's your dream job, that's what you should go for. Mm-hmm. Very few people do that. You know, I mean, whether it's money or other reasons. So, I agree. Find something that you love.
Right. You got to find what suits you. Because if you choose a job because of money and you don't love that, you're not going to be happy. And one thing, growing up and me being who I am, I know that money doesn't buy happiness.
Absolutely
so
not.
No amount of money in the world can make me do something that I'm not happy doing. So.
No, I agree. And I'm also part of life is to get fulfillment. And if you have a job that challenges you, inspires you, and is something that you love to do, I think that's really what's the most important. Exactly. The money will come later.
Exactly.
Those folks sure had a lot to say. Let's stay tuned next month to see who else we meet. Back to you in the studio, Wes.
You never ask me any cool questions. Let's just pause for a commercial break.
Every day it's a getting closer.
What's going on, man? Hey, looking great. You been losing weight? You know it.
Hey, dude, come to the game this weekend.
You know hot dogs are on me.
Hey, buddy. I need your help with my DC, sir.
Oh, I printed out your study guide. It's on your desk.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
It's a getting faster. Everyone said go ahead and ask her. Love like yours will surely come my way.
Give a little love, you get it back, I guess.
Every day seems a little longer.
Here's an example of appropriate work conversation.
So did you check out the big game of sports yesterday?
I actually did, yeah, now that you mention it.
Yeah, that defense is one heck of a team. Here's an example of inappropriate work conversation.
Have you seen that new girl in the office?
I have. I want to kiss her on the mouth.
I'm going to judge her work ethic strictly off her appearance.
Right on, bucko.
This is all you're useful for. And we are back. Whenever we come across a sailor with some true talent, we just have to interview them. And don't get me wrong, here at Anchor we're proud of what we do, but sarcastic dialogue and cheesy but awesome special effects can only get us so far. Here's OSSN Preston Daly with some true musical talent.
5, 4, 3, 2, go.
So for me, guitar is always like it's a learning experience through and through. It's kind of like a journey, almost. Because no matter who you are, even if you're like James Hetfield or one of the best guitarists ever, you're always learning. My first taste of music was with my old man, my dad. He always had heavy rock, Rage Against the Machine. The thing I liked about that was it gave you a free rein to go anywhere inside of your mind in ways that they would express themselves with the guitar, that there was no rules to it. It was say whatever you want, play however you want. And that's what really made me want to get into guitar, and that's when I got my first guitar. My mom, she had a 12-string guitar, a 6-string guitar, a baby grand piano, and at that point it was just learning the mechanics of guitar. I like to play country because the lyrics that are in it, it's always telling a story. That's the plan. Well, I don't want to go on restriction, but if that's my view, it's always been one of my favorite things, hearing stories, telling stories. And so why not do it with music if it can sound good and make you want to move around, jump around, get excited about it. That's really where the diversity of my music comes from, because I can be playing this one minute and, you know, playing electric heavy metal the next minute, but I always come back to country because that was my favorite stuff to play and listen to as a kid. Joy that found, and spoke up.
Man, that guy can play. Well, that's all, folks. We support your freedom, so support us by liking and commenting on Facebook. You can wait about 5 minutes to see what Brad said about Rebecca on Facebook, or what the Kardashians are up to on Twitter. That's all. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Goodbye.